3 games behind 4th place Philadelphia and a game and a half ahead of 7th place Miami. At home, they are in 9th place in the East, a full 5 games behind 8th place Milwaukee. Reggie Jackson towards John Wall's return at some place and sometime soon. Wizards win the tip again.
It'll be interesting to see when John comes back. How does Coach Brooks?
Both in D.C. wins 1 and 2, 115 to 111 in October. Drummond on the alley-oop. For Porter on the run, off the glass, no good. Gortat has it for a second chance. He puts it up and in.
Thank you.
Porter for Gortat. March's jumper is good. And then the
Magic number.
Let's hope so. Good block by Gortat. Beal has it. It's 2-on-2. Stops, hesitates, drives, and scores. The games. Chris Miller will be back with us on Saturday against Charlotte. Jackson into the paint for the floater. That's good. 4th season with Detroit. Gortat off the pass from Otto Porter.
Of baby jump hooks. That should get him going on the rebounding end and the defensive end. Maybe you can see a block shot here.
There we go.
Jackson weaving his way. Nice pass. Beautifully done. Porter gets open for a good look and knocks it down. Drummond faces up with Gortat. Flips it up, no good. Boy, Johnson got away with a... Beal, step back jumper by Bradley is good. Ish Smith is in the game for Detroit. Washington gets the steal. It's Satoransky and has it blocked. Beal driving. He's got another step back, and that one bounces around it in. And now Drummond. The very quick Ish Smith driving and did.
Oh, so you got the total scouting report on Scott, huh?
Got them all, Drew. Bradley Beal knocks down.
And shoot the open shot.
Wizards by 7. Bullock trying to go to Drummond. He does, and he gets the bounce.
Player of the year worthy?
Absolutely. Was an all-star in 2015-16, but it doesn't. And Satoransky's there for the rebound for Morris inside, and no call. Tipped up and in by Mahinmi. Mahinmi thought about driving. 8-2 Detroit run here to try to climb back into this game. Sessions in the paint and draws the... Kennard off the glass and in. Too easy. Gets a steal. Scott, nice pass, Mahinmi. Blocked inside by Drummond. Innis drives. He puts it up. Sessions. Scott open from 16. Nothing but net. Their biggest lead's been 7. Steve Buckhantz with Drew Gooden in for Kara Lawson. And our NBC Sports Washington pick in 2016 after 1 year at Marquette. Here's Scott. Dumps it off inside. Knocked away. Mike gets it back. Oubre for Mahinmi. Jan's jumper, Curlinson. Kennard pumps one up and scores a 3-point.
For future minutes, whether John comes back or not. And well, I would...
Rebound by Scott. Here's Sessions leading the break for Oubre. Kelly drives inside. Jackson double teamed. Go to Drummond. Passes underneath. Oubre wasn't paying attention and they score. Sessions. Nice pass for Scott. Dumps it underneath for Satoransky. Gortat. He'll shoot from 14. How about? Sato off a screen. Got it. Nice. Drummond waiting for something to develop. Tolliver gets by Keefe. Runs over Gortat. And a block.
You said he got pushed in the back.
Yeah.
Well, then that's who should have got fined. Who's doing the pushing, not the guy that's flopping. And if you're able to trick the referee and call in something that's not there, I think that's a skill. You should be rewarded.
Here in the second quarter, Tolliver gets past Gortat, puts it up and in. Trying to get free, passes it out for Satoransky, fires it out for Keith Morris, who gets a good look and he drills a 3.
It was a good look, but the better look was actually him knocking that shot down. Great shot.
Keith Morris waits, finds Satoransky for an open look, and that's nothing.
That's what we're going to see from Tomas once John comes back.
Ties the game at 47. Porter with a great screen from Gortat, and he knocks it. Protocol, and will have to have surgery for an orbital fracture of the left eye.
Adjust, and the coaching staff to adjust, and let's see what happens with the 76ers.
Well, and the good thing about, but we'll have to wait and see.
And it's interesting. You're coming back with a face mask, but you're also in the concussion protocol.
Of Wizards basketball, and he is fantastic the way he does his little. About 10 years, that kid's going to be sitting right here.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad he's not following me on Twitter.
The name of Johnson for three. Got it. Change the call.
Or if it's right at under the 2-minute mark, now you're under review. So now that you're going to have to watch the call that you this time, and just coming out on the road, you have to have antennas up, or any type of momentum you had before the half. It must it must
off on the baseline for Gortat. Oubre thought about it. Now he'll shoot. Kelly scores on the baseline. Backing in on Tolliver with his fadeaway jumper. That's good. That's very.
Tolliver and Markieff Morris.
Jackson stops and scores. Back to Beal with Ish Smith on him. Turns on Smith and scores.
Being out, Brad is having to figure that out. Seeing double teams for the first time and being the main focal.
Mike Scott's jumper is good.
It's like water.
He came off the bench in the first half to give the Wizards a boost with 6 points, but Drummond pretty much.
Elbows in boxes.
But Beal is pressing a little bit right now and hasn't been able to connect, but Gortat, but to Drummond.
And there he is again.
Turning things down here in the third quarter. It's not been a good one for Washington.
Back up. Back off of him. Wow, Ramon having the ball right here. We might see a drive to the basket finally, but we need to get some shots in the paint. I would think he would be a psychic, maybe with a beard.
Oubre this time using the offhand. Ellenson, little push, but he still scores. Sessions looking for Keith. Dumps it into him. Off the glass and in. Nicely did in the cylinder. Here's Oubre, who waits, drives, puts it up. That'll be goaltending.
And you see why you know where guys want the ball. You know what guys' tendencies are offensively. And who knows?
With 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Meeks will try a three. Needed that one. Drummond for Kennard. Poked away from behind by Meeks. And now Jody will stop and take a three and hit it.
Knew that. This would be a good time to attack the basket and try to get to the line and get fouled.
Oubre does just that, and he scores.
Better job finishing at the rim. I think in his younger days, I know he's still a young guy, but when he first got here.
Oubre and Meeks. Keith thought about it. He drives, dumps it off to Sato, puts it up and in.
So they need to look forward to being aggressive, attacking the basket. For the Washington Wizards tonight.
Lead back up to 8. Jackson crosses over and scores. Keith Morris gets 2 back.
And see if we can stop him at the rim.
Wizards get it. Here's Oubre down court with Johnson. That challenges him. There was contact. Pistons content to use some clock now. Jackson drives, has it knocked away off.
To lose is the Washington Wizards.
Off the screen, Bullock. And the Detroit Pistons are able to salvage 1 win against the Wizards this season.